Good morning, children. I am Kuldeep Kaur, your computer teacher. How are you all? Hope everyone is good. Children, I will teach you HTML chapter. So now I am starting your HTML chapter. What is HTML? Everyone knows. What is HTML full form? HTML full form is Hypertext Markup Language. So we are starting our HTML chapter. The introduction is given that HTML programming. The introduction is given that HTML is Hypertext Markup Language, is a universal language to design web pages. You know what is web pages? We are using web pages to search anything in a Google, so that all the pages are web pages. It is a machine independent, which means it can be used on all types of computers and can be read by all browser. Now what is machine independent? You know what is machine independence? That HTML program run in every computer, and the browser, any browser you can run your HTML program. HTML programming, it is a way of organizing the layout of a web page and defining the hyperlink so that be displayed by a browser. HTML codes can be written using any text editor such as Notepad or WordPad. HTML gives instructions to the browser on how to display the content of a hypertext document. And the point is given that a markup language is a set of markup tags. The tags describe document content. HTML documents contain HTML tags and plain text. HTML documents are also called web pages. Hypertext refers to the way in which web pages are linked together. Thus, the link on a web pages is called hypertext. A web browser software is used to access the web pages on the World Wide Web. These web pages are stored on the web server, a place which holds most of the web pages. A web server may anywhere in the world. This means that a web browser can access a web server only if it is connected with internet. Network of networks across globe. A page created in HTML can be viewed using browser, Internet Explorer. This is the browser name, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, Apple Safari, Netscape, Navigator or Google Chrome. Now, the history of HTML. HTML was invented in 1990. This is the year when HTML is invented by Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee is the person who invented the HTML at Caen, Switzerland, at the European Laboratory for Practical Physics. This purpose was to make it easier for scientists of different universities to gain access to each other's research. This way, Berners-Lee laid down the foundation of the World Wide Web. So now you know who invented HTML? Tim Berners-Lee in the year 1990. For what purpose he invent? He invent for physics practical. In which laboratory? European laboratory. At what place? Switzerland. So this is the history of HTML. Now, creating a HTML document. So this is the step is given how to create HTML document. To create a HTML document, you can use any text editor like Notepad or WordPad. To view the HTML document in the form of a web page, you need web browser like Google Chrome or Internet, Mozilla Firefox. These are all the browsers which you can use to view your web pages. The first step is open a text editor and type the Notepad code. Text editor means Notepad or WordPad you open first, then you write HTML code in that text editor. Second is save your HTML document in the desired location with a .html is the extension to save your HTML file, or .htm. Both you can use to save your HTML document. Third step is to view the HTML file like a web page, you need a browser software like Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Double click the icon of HTML page you have created in Notepad and it will automatically open in the default browser. Step 4. To make modification in your file, right click the file icon and click open with Notepad. Make changes in the coding in the text editor and save the file. Open the file in the browser to check your modification. If the browser is already open, click the refresh button to view the page with the changes. These steps should be carried out every time you modify the HTML. So for example, when you will write your HTML code, first step is you have to open your Notepad. After opening the Notepad, you write HTML code in that Notepad. Then after completing your code, go to File, Save As, click it in that Save As and then give your name to your HTML document. After giving name .html you have to write, then click in the Save button. Your Notepad is saved. Now I want to see the output, so I will go to the desired location. Desired location means where I had saved my code, Notepad where I had saved. Go to that desired location and right click on that icon and open. Click in that open button. So your output will open in a browser. So you can able to see the code with output. Now I want to do modification. Suppose I had done something wrong or I want to do changes in my HTML code. So I will right click and I will go to open the file. Open the file, then I will select Notepad. So again it will open in a Notepad and I will do the modification and again save. Don't save as. You only save. Click in save. Your Notepad, your modification is saved in that Notepad and you can see the output in a web browser. So this is few steps to create your HTML document. Now HTML document structure. This is very important. You know what is the structure of HTML document. The first thing which you have to write in your Notepad, that is open tag HTML you will write and you will close that tag. Doc type is optional. If you will write then also it will okay. If you will not write then also it will okay. But your first tag is opening tag HTML, then close. Then second one is head tag. After head tag, title. In the title you give HTML document name and close that title tag with slash and close head tag. Then body tag. Inside body tag you will write your code. in here example is given that head h1 heading of an HTML page, and p tag is for paragraph content of the HTML page. Close that p tag, and after completing this, close the body tag and close HTML tag. This is the structure of HTML. One thing I want to clear that HTML is predefined tag. You cannot create your own tag. Predefined means which is already defined. You cannot create is your own tag. Whatever the tag is given, you have to use it according to your requirement. So this is predefined tags. Now heading of an HTML, content of the HTML, I had written in my HTML. This is the output which you will see in the browser. In the box it is given the output of this code. Now elements of HTML. HTML page has elements called tags and attributes which are marked appended in the text. These elements define the appearance of the page and decide how the page will appear in the browser. The purpose of web browser is to read HTML documents and display them as web pages. The browser does not display HTML tags but use the tags to determine how the content of HTML page is to be present to the user. HTML tags are keywords, tag names surrounded by angle bracket. HTML tags normally come in pairs like opening tag B close tag and opening tag /B close tag. The first tag in a pair is the start tag and the second tag is the end tag. Means the first start tag and the second tag is end tag, means that when you will open, here it is given that open tag B close tag, this is the first tag, or you can say this is the start tag, and after that and open tag /B and close tag means this is the second tag is end tag. When you will give slash, that is end tag. When you will start tag, that is opening tag, write B and close tag, that is your start tag. The end tag is written like the start tag. Both is same. The difference is what? The slash is, you are giving slash with a forward slash before the tag name. Start and end tags are also called opening tag and closing tag. Tags are not case sensitive. What is the mean of case sensitive? Case sensitive means it's not that compulsory that you will give in capital or small. Case sensitive, this is the mean of case sensitive. You can write in capital as your choice. If you want to write in small, you can write in small. So, tags are not case sensitive. There are two types of tag. First is container tag, another one is empty tag. What is container tag? Container tags are used in pairs and have a starting tag and an ending tag. For example, is given to make a line of text bold. B means bold. We use the tags open angle bracket B close angle bracket. This is your start tag, or you can say that opening tag. Inside you write 3 dot is given, you can write the line in between this and then you close this tag angle bracket /B and close. This is the end tag. You are writing slash, both is same, only slash is there. So this is container tag, means opening and closing. If both is there, that is your container tag. Another one is empty tag. Empty tags have only a starting tag. They give formatting instructions such as line breaks. BR is for line break, means angle bracket BR and you will close. Comma. Another one is for horizontal. Horizontal you will write HR. These all are empty tag. Now HTML attribute. First is tags can have some optional commands called attributes inside them. Another one, they provide additional information about the elements of the web page. Third one, attributes are always specified in the start tag. Fourth one, attributes are always given in double quotes. Attributes, names and attribute values are case sensitive. So these are HTML attributes. Now basic HTML tags. The doc type. Now you had seen in above example what doc type is written there. So what is the doc type? The opening angle bracket exclamatory sign doc type and close angle bracket declaration. What is the mean? Doc type declaration must be written at the top of the document. It helps the browser display a web page correctly. Doc type declaration tag is used by the web browser to understand the version of the HTML used in the document. Now, HTML tag. All HTML pages are contained within the HTML. Means container tag. HTML start tag and HTML end tag, that is container tag. This tells the browser that the pages have been formatted in HTML. So you will write HTML content of web page and then at the end you will close HTML with slash. Another tag is head tag. The head tag is a container tag which enclose the head section of the HTML page. This section contains the introduction to the contents of the page. So this is also container tag because starting and ending tag is there. So it is container tag. Another one is title tag. The title tag is placed within the head tag. This is container tag containing the document title. The title specified inside the title tag appears in the title bar of the browser. This title tag can use only plain text. It does not accept any other additional formatting. So you will write, this is also your container tag because opening and ending tag is there, closing tag is there with slash. So this is also your container tag. Now, other than the contents enclosed within the title tag, all the other contents of the head section are not displayed in the browser. You cannot have more than one title element in a HTML document. So you can give only one heading name, one name to your page. So you will write in the title that where you can able to see that title name in your browser which you had written in your title tag. So after closing the head tag, now what we will start? We will start our body tag. So body tag. The body tag appears just after the head tag. It is also a container tag which encloses all the texts and images that make up the page. All the elements and formatting rules of the web page are written within the body of the HTML page. So this is also container tag because starting and ending tag is there, or you can say that opening and closing tag. So body opening tag is given, contents of the web page you will write inside body, and ending tag is slash body tag. Next one is BR tag. BR means break tag. How you will use BR tag? The BR tag, or we can say that break tag is an empty tag. Why? Because there is no closing tag, only starting tag is there. To insert a line break, I had written 5-6 lines in my body tag. For example, I am writing some paragraph, or I want break in between two lines. So at that time I will use BR tag. How we will write BR tag? Whenever you use the BR slash close tag element, anything following it starts from the next line. This tag is an example of an empty element where you do not need opening and closing tag. This is not container tag, so there is no opening and closing tag. This is empty tag, only starting tag is there. As there is nothing to go in between them, how we'll write the opening tag BR slash close tag has a space between the character BR and the forward slash. See how you will write BR. When you will write inside the body, here given it is output example is given that you will write body tag. After body tag you will write some text, then you will write you will start angle bracket, you will write BR. In between BR and slash, you will write after slash, in between BR and slash you have to give some space, and then you close slash. Another one is also same text, opening tag BR slash, BR space slash and close tag. Then next you will close that body tag. This is BR tag which you will use in your text. Now next is paragraph tag. Paragraph tag we will write with P tag. Attribute is align. The paragraph tag is a container tag used to create paragraphs in an HTML document. The text you type between the P tag and closing P tag is by default left alignment. So no need to give alignment, by default it is left. If you want to do alignment change, you have to write right or center. Left is by default, so your paragraph comes in left alignment only. To change its alignment, you can use the align attribute. So now our first attribute name is what? Align. I want to change my paragraph in right or center. So I will use align. How we will write align? Opening tag P, align is equals to alignment. Alignment means in the place of alignment you will write center or right, because left is by default, so no need to write left. It will come in left only, but I want my paragraph in center or right side, so I will write opening tag P, align is equals to center. Then close tag and write the text in between. 3 dot is given, that means there you have to write your paragraph, and then you close your P tag with slash P. So your paragraph comes in center. Suppose I want my paragraph in right side, so I will write then P align is equals to right, and I will write my text inside tag. Then I will at the end I will close P tag. So my paragraph comes in right side. Here example is given that how you will write paragraph tag. Doc type HTML. First is our HTML. Another one is head. Inside head I will write title, and I will close title. Then I will close head tag. Then I will start my body. I first had written P tag, first paragraph. Second paragraph, and third is third paragraph. Then body, I closed body, and HTML at last I closed. So see the output, by default it's come in left alignment, because for alignment change no need to give left, it will come by default. It is given that means your paragraph comes in left side. Now horizontal line. Horizontal line is HR. Attributes here given that size, width, align. This is the attributes of HR. Horizontal lines are used to visually break up sections of a document. The HR tags creates a line for the current position in the document to the right margin and breaks the line accordingly. Here example is given. You may want to give a line between two paragraphs. So how you will write? Attributes like size and align can be used with the horizontal line. Size, control the thickness of horizontal line. HR size is equals to 5 you will give. So your line size is now 5. You will get 5. Align controls the alignment of the line. So HR align is equals to center. Yes, so you will see the example. Doc type HTML, then after HTML head, title, you will write title, you will close title and head you close. Then body tag you will start. Now P tag I am using. This is the top paragraph. HR align is equals to center and size is equals to 5. Then P, this is the bottom of the paragraph /P, body tag, close body tag and HTML. Right side you can see the output. It is given that in a browser you will get this type of output. This is the top paragraph which you had written in P tag. After that horizontal HR tag, what we had taken? Center. So see the line comes in center and the size of the line is how much? 5. So you like this you will get HR line. And the bottom, this is the bottom of the paragraph. Now, inserting blank space with and NBSP, semicolon. Suppose you want to write the name, any name, Protic Sen, here it is given that you can write any name. You also want to make sure the browser does not split the words Protic and Sen across two lines. So you should use a non-breaking space, empty and NBSP semicolon, instead of a normal space in between the words. Dr. Dia, Protic and Sen. Each time this special character is typed, it inserts one space. If repeated 10 times, it would insert 10 space. This is the example. See how you will use this and NBSP. Doc type HTML head, title, you will write title name, close title, head, then body you will start. Inside P tag I am writing this clinic belongs to doctor dot and NBSP colon Protic and NBSP again colon then you close P. Then last you close body and HTML. So here output is given that, see when you will write one time NBSP, one space you will get. Here DR dot and name in between one space we got. And after that Protic again NBSP, again one word space you will get in between Sen. So if you are writing NBSP one time, you will get one space. If you are writing more than once, that you will get that much space in two words. In simple word I want to explain that if we want to give space in between first name and last name means surname, so we will write in between and NBSP. How much space I want to give in between, that much times I will use and NBSP in between that name. So we will get that type of output in our browser.